Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into the first Christmas 2024 Sneaky Peeky from Gals or Weather Things. So here we go, we're beginning the journey to Christmas. Can you believe it? Now this isn't the formal Christmas countdown, that always gets underway on the first day of November. This year will be no exception, but in October we do like to do some sneaky peekies for Christmas, just to set up Christmas countdown really, and that's what we're going to do for this one. We're going to do a Christmas sneak peek every Wednesday through October, and then say we'll start the Christmas countdown formally and officially on the first day of November. So wow, we are on our way through to I'm so sorry, on our way through Christmas updates, and I should get on with that for you in a moment. Just say that first, video shows our 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. We've also released the extended European Outlook. We was live just a few minutes ago, like literally seconds ago. I was live streaming our 10 to 14 down. So hello to everybody on the live stream that's hopped over onto onto this one. Hope you're having a nice time hanging out. I had a nice time hanging out on the live stream and whatnot. And yeah, so hello to all of you that are on the live stream with me. Right, thank you so I hope you had a nice time. Right, thank you so much to Richard for our amazing Sneaky Peeky gift. Now, who are these ladies? It looks like we're having a sneaky peeky, doesn't it? They've got something spotted. I wonder what it is. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? I don't know, do you? But definitely they're having a sneaky peeky, and I think it's time that we had a sneaky peeky ourselves. So without further ado, let's move over to Mr. Seller.fr and let's do this then, shall we? Why not? Let's do it. Right, so May Gavin, we're not supposed to be taking this overly seriously. Right, so we're going to go through all 4 of the CFS runs. So CFS is the long range model that's run 4 times a day, midnight, 6Z, 12Z, and 6 p.m. in the evening, same as a GFS, really. And now we're going to go through all 4 just for around the Christmas to New Year period. So we're beginning with a midnight run, and we're starting on the 21st of December. And looking a little bit cold actually here to start us off. Some higher pressure up towards Scandinavia and a ridge out in the Atlantic. We're bringing what looks like quite a cold sort of easterly flow, maybe even some snow showers into southern and eastern parts of the country. Right, well, anyway, we find high pressure there building across the north and the west of Europe through the 22nd, 23rd of December, so mostly dry, cold and frosty. However, low pressure is deepening like mad in the North Atlantic. So as we head to Christmas Eve, we go into a westerly flow, bring a weather system across the country, that will take outbreaks of rain through the country on Christmas Eve and introduce an Atlantic westerly. That's Christmas Day, first chart. First salvo, if you like, from the first Christmas Sneaky Peeky. And, well, we're into a westerly flow there, so turning milder. Mild, wet and windy for Christmas Day there. That's a classic, traditional mild Christmas. Boxing Day, looking like that. A little bit colder and more showery, perhaps, for Boxing Day, with winds in from more of a west or a northwesterly direction. So, excuse me, it's still Atlantic driven though, and shower could be turning wintry up in the north. Now we go into the Christmas to New Year period, and the westerlies keep on coming, so staying generally mild there after Christmas, with an Atlantic flow. We're going towards New Year, no real changes other than it starts to turn a bit colder. There's some cold tonalities, winds turn into northwest, but all looking very Atlantic driven, I have to say. Although it's quite interesting, so just beyond New Year's Day, which is January the 2nd, low pressure started to sink through the west of Europe. That's starting to try and introduce some colder air from the east. So into the beginning of January, oh wow, we start to turn much colder then as low pressure Average actually sinks down to Spain, and we've got high pressure building over Scandinavia. But that's probably leading into this much colder easterly. So yes, you have a mild, wet, windy Christmas and up to New Year, but then into the New Year. Turning much colder there. Wow, wow, wow. From the east. I'm so sorry. I want to be very silly. No, just go a little bit further on. I shouldn't be going this far out, really, but, you know, once you start, you want to see more, don't you? You want to see more once you start. But it's cold, actually. Cold and quite wintry, anyway, with further snow possibilities there through the first week of January. And then we go back into that milder southwesterly up to middle of January. Right, back to the midnight road though. Now we're going to do the same thing all over again, but with CFS 6 there. This time, starting off on the 20th of December, I've got high pressure right over top of UK Island. That will probably be bringing some frost and fog. A bit of a gruesome twosome. Not H&M. Now, where do we go after that? Well, high pressure starts to move out into the Atlantic. So, bit of a cold snap trying to set up here for Christmas Eve. Look at this. High pressure moving out to west. There's a cold front coming southwards, introducing some colder air from the north. So, yeah, we've got a Christmas Day cold snap. Well, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day cold snap. Going to be very brief and fleeting, I think. But time just perfectly to bring some wintry showers maybe into the north and the east of the country on those northerly winds. So a little bit of cold snap for Christmas Day. Then high pressure, excuse me, which is in the Atlantic for Boxing Day, cuts off that northerly flow. However, probably still quite cold with some frost early and late for Boxing Day. And then we're going back into westerly flow after Christmas. So by the 28th of December, going milder again, with winds turning into the west and northwest. And so we head up towards the new year. A little bit of cold snap comes through again from the north. High pressure out to west of us for the 30th to 31st of December. That's New Year's Eve, of course. So again, a bit of a cold snap as we go into the new year there. But most of the cold actually is being kept over on the continent this time. So, like, much of Central and Eastern Europe looking very cold. And so, if that trough of low pressure, that'd be a real snowmaker for the Balkans, for example, and probably for Greece. We're protected by that to a large degree by this area of high pressure, and so we're on the periphery most of that cold weather, but there is a bit of a cold snap there for the New Year period, mostly anticyclonic, dry, cold, frosty through the first week of January there. And the high pressure maintained really all the way up to the middle part of that gets 13th of January, so that's not a particularly exciting CFS run. We've got two more to go through. But before we do that, during Christmas, we have released the GWV Weather Vids 2024-2025 viewer photography calendar. So if you would like our calendar, it's retailing for £12.50. I think it makes a lovely Christmas present for somebody, perhaps. So, you know, you get Gab to fill your stocking. I don't mind filling your stocking if you want me to. No, but if you would like a Christmas present from GWV, it's £12.50 to our PayPal. Will get you the GWV calendar. So the link to our PayPal is in the description with this video. And, you know, just go to the PayPal page for GWV, sign into your PayPal account, send £12.50 to GWV, and then we will process your order and get your calendar out to you. You can, you know, put in your stock, well, it probably won't go in a stocking, but you get the idea. You wrap it up, you know, or send it to Lapland and get Santa to wrap it up for you, and then bring it back on Christmas Eve. All of that, you know, you do all of that with the calendar. No, thank you so much, everybody. It's helping to pay for the channel, helping to pay for me to be able to do all of this, and I thank everybody so much, you know, for the support with this year calendar. Absolutely unbelievable and amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Love it. Lovely. Right, okay, let's move on then and have a look at CFS 12Z this time. So, same idea, starting off on the 20th of December. And again, quite interesting here with high pressure blocking up towards Greenland and Iceland. Some very cold air is sitting across northern and also some northeastern parts of Europe. Now, what happens? Let's go on. So, up to 22nd of December. Well, this is looking much more interesting, isn't it? Got a big blocking area of high pressure there for Scandinavia. Very cold air sitting just right east, started to get drawn towards us on those east winds. At the same time, low pressure in the Atlantic trying to move in from the west. So this looks very, very poised as we're moving up towards Christmas. Right, so that's the 23rd of December. A cold and icy southeast wind. Very cold air is still sitting across much of Europe. We're just struggling to try and tap into that. The high pressure just needs to go a little bit further north, and then we'll open the floodgates to those bitterly cold easterlies. So what's going to happen when we get to Christmas Eve? So mostly dry and cold for Christmas Eve with high pressure still being maintained towards Scandinavia. Not particularly snowy. All of the snow with this is over on the continent, again with that trough of low pressure. But it will be very cold in that area of high pressure. There will be some really harsh overnight frost and maybe a few snow flurries around those eastern coastal areas as well. That's Christmas Day, still maintaining a high pressure, so that is a cold Christmas Day, coldest of the three CFS runs so far, definitely. Widespread night frost, daytime temperature probably only like 2-3 degrees above freezing, if that, and yeah, really, really frosty, cold, seasonal Christmas there. Into Boxing Day, high pressure keeps being maintained. So this is cold for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day with that area of high pressure, but mostly dry, not much in the way of snow around. Now, beyond Christmas, the high pressure is collapsing, milder air is moving in from off the Atlantic. So that's coming into cold air, so there might be a little bit of snow with that initially as the weather system pushes in and introduces milder air. But if there was snow, it will very quickly start to turn back towards rain. And then beyond that, we go into a much milder low pressure dominated pattern heading up towards the New Year. So a traditional, after a cold frosty Christmas, a traditional mild, wet and windy New Year there. And Westerns keep on coming then as we head on through the first week of January. Not much doing in the way of colder conditions. Although they are trying to raise heights again over Scandinavia into the second week of January, but basically low pressure maintained from off the Atlantic there through the first half of January, keeping it generally mild, wet, and windy. Right, last CFS run for this first Christmas 2024 Sneaky Peeky. If you enjoyed our Sneaky Peeky for Christmas 2024, please do like, share, subscribe. And thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. So we're starting off on the 21st of December this time with the CFS 18Z. Looking rather stormy, wet and windy here with deep low pressure in the North Atlantic, bringing, excuse me, a stormy pre-Christmas period. Low pressure then carries on, heading in up towards Christmas itself. So that keeps it generally unsettled and quite mild. Although a little bit of cold snap trying to take place here on Christmas Eve as the low pressure moves away to the east. You have this ridge building out to the west. So a slight little fleeting cold snap there maybe. Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. Christmas Day, probably mostly dry, quite chilly, maybe some frost as well. That's the thing in the south. I would have thought generally turning milder, wet and windy though in the north. And then we head on towards the New Year and westerlies coming back. So if anything, it's turning milder as we're going into the Christmas to New Year period there. Although, having said that, high pressure is trying to get going here to our east just before the New Year. There is a bit of a pool of cold air that's sitting over the low countries of Germany as well. So we start to try and pull some of that in. With low pressure coming in from off, and there could be some snow there actually with that on would you believe, on New Year's Eve. But it all looks very flimsy, I'd say, all very fleeting, and whatnot. So overall, into the new year, Atlantic driven, high pressure south, low pressure to the north, maintaining those southwesterly winds, and as we head on the second week of January, we keep westerlies coming. Not a particularly exciting CFS run up to the 13th of January to close this one out. Right, there we go then. That is the first Christmas 2024 sneaky peek. I don't know, do you? No, we're off and running with the countdown to Christmas. And we'll do another one for you next week. Hopefully next week's, because that'll be particularly exciting this week, have they, those best runs. So hopefully next week's will be a little bit more interesting and exciting. We'll see. But anyway, just for fun. No, just for laughs. So if you enjoy the video, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that. And don't forget to check out our calendar. If you want a Christmas present from GWV, then check out the 2025 GWV calendar. It comes with some lovely stickers as well, that calendar, with all of the phrases, you know, wow, 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 Darth Vader's arrived. All of the phrases are on the sticker sheet, so that's a freebie that we've included with the calendar as well. So, you know, it's definitely worth £12.50, and as I say, makes a nice little Christmas present pass to somebody for Christmas. Anyway, rambled on long enough. So, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll have another Christmas sneaky peeky for you next Wednesday, same time, same place. For this one, though, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Richard for our sneaky peeky gift, and the lovely girls there having a sneaky peeky themselves. We'll end it there, and we'll see you next week for the next instalment. But for this one, that's all for now. And thanks for watching. Merry Christmas.